Hey guys, I may move this video if the road noise is too loud, sorry. I'm gonna keep referring to this because I need it. So, my update, basically. So, I think the last video, like not the last video, but the last update video, I mentioned that I have labyrinthitis. It's affecting my taste at the minute, which I don't know if that's fully labyrinthitis or something else. So I was having dizzy spells initially. I could feel my heartbeat in my head and it would throw me, it would make my legs go like jelly for a bit. And in work that's not too helpful because I work in a factory, so lots of people, and if I was to like faint or anything it would be an issue. It's an issue anyway, but... So my taste is something that came about afterwards. Things like cereal would taste like it was off, so the milk would taste like it was off, and it wouldn't be. Sorry, my hair's a mess. More lately, I've been trying to brush my teeth, and I don't know if it's the brush, or the paste, or the water, but it tastes like wet dust, which is making it a real issue for me to brush my teeth, because I literally want to throw up. I'm brushing my teeth and I can feel my tongue going like dry heaving. The dizziness has actually subsided. I don't know if that comes and goes with labyrinthitis. I don't know if that's going to be a problem again, but so far it's gone. Sorry, trying to remember. Right, so I have an appointment on August 11th at a neuro hospital, like a brain hospital. So I'm supposed to mention my leg and stuff like that because various different people have told me that the suspected lymphedema might be actually coming from my brain. So I actually think it's just lymphedema, but the lymphedema clinic says not. So basically, if I sit in the back of a car for even a 15-minute journey, in the back where I have no leg room, that will make my leg hurt, and it lets me know that, hey, if I don't elevate it or put my compression stocking on, then it's going to be worse. And usually if I allow it to go that way, I can take a picture and my leg would be bigger than my other leg, so it swells just like lymphedema. So, to me it's lymphedema, which I don't want, I hope I don't have, but I think I do. So let me scrub that off my list so we said that. Yeah, so I'm not dizzy anymore, it might come back, I don't know. My taste is funky. Other things I've had issues with, I don't drink it very often, but I do like it. Original Lucozade, I drank one, and even from like the first sip, it tasted flat. So everything's tasting stale or flat, or not like it should. Like from a roast dinner, I can like be looking at what's going in my mouth, like broccoli or corn or whatever, and I'm like, and then it just doesn't match what it should match. Excuse me, it is not everything I eat though, which is weird for me. Like it should just be like my entire taste, or my entire sweet taste, or my entire savory taste, but it's not. It's so random and mixed, it's weird. Right, big one. I was mentioning last time about my memory. I was having trouble on the short clip. I mentioned about my memory. I am having trouble with recall, so I can be trying to think of something that somebody said to like quote it, like, no, because you said this, and I just don't have that. Also, where I saw something last, so if somebody's like, hey, do you know where like my taekwondo suit is, I'm like, no. And then trying to think, like, you had it on and then it went in the wash, and then so from the wash it should be like there, and but did we put it away, did it get moved? And it's just like, and it's at least 2 things a day, so it's an everyday thing at the minute. My short-term memory is just not good. Told it will get better. In my Your Brain After Chemo book, Your Brain After Chemo, did I say that right? I think I did. It says that the damage can last for 5 to 10 years. I've had other people tell me it's like 12 months, and I've had other people tell me it's like lifelong, which is what I got told initially, is what I assumed it would be always like lifelong. I'd get used to it, or people would just adjust to me. Sorry. But then I read my brain after chemo book, and it said 5 to 10 years, and I actually was like, hey, that's really cool actually. If my brain can like recover, then that's not so bad. Of course I have like other thoughts going through my head of like, what if I'm not around then? So taking it as it comes. I have good times and bad times, but just lately really bad. Another thing I wanted to mention, the peripheral neuropathy I have in my toes, and my feet and my hands, which actually does span up a portion of my leg at least, because I get stung occasionally on the way home from work by nettles, because I have to walk through where it's really overgrown, like, so I think I've like moved them out the way, the safe branches, and then I like get hit by a random nettle. I feel it going in, but it doesn't bug me how I would normally like sing and dance until I got a dock leaf to like rub it. So I must have neuropathy up a portion of my leg. I wasn't aware of that. I've even actually said to like health officials or like the work assessment people, I'm like, my legs aren't numb, and now I'm like, okay, a portion of them kind of are, which I hadn't noticed until a couple of months ago, when the area I walk through after work became an issue, like when it started overgrowing, when the summer began basically. So yeah, where are we up to? Okay, yeah, so at the minute I'm having trouble with my big foot, I'll get there, my big toe on my right foot. It feels really strange. It's kind of painful, but it's more in between really bad pins and needles, and also, you know, when you have dry skin on the tip of your toe, it's like literally you just need lotion. It's like a mixture of those two, and it doesn't matter if I lotion it or elevate it or whatever. The neuropathy in that toe is really bad. It's worrying me actually, but I'm sort of waiting on the neuro appointment to mention it, to see if that, like, I pretty much know my neuropathy is nothing to do with, well, at least nothing fixable to do with my head. The other thing is I've been moving a lot lately, like sofas and stuff and boxes, and so at the minute they're hurting. They were bright red afterwards for a long time. I don't know, I use my hands a lot in work, so it's not much different, but right now they're just really painful. So like, took a couple of bike rides this week, so you're like, obviously because you pull up on the bike and stuff, so and you're also gripped, so there's that. But they just feel so tender and kind of shaky as well. So yeah. But how do you rest your hands? Because you use them all day, so I don't know. I don't really want to make this a huge video. I just wanted to say that I'm having issues. I'm about, I got diagnosed in July 2014. I'm 3 years down the line. So if anybody is either that far down or further down, if you watch this video and you watched it completely, so that you know what I'm talking about, if you could comment and just let me know how you're getting on, because I don't belong to many cancer forums. I belong to like the Bowel Cancer Facebook one and the chemo brain one, but I don't tend to mix or post a whole lot, so this is kind of my outlet. If you guys could message and say like, if you're further down the line and you had that and now you're doing better, or you're still doing the same, just something would be sweet. Yeah, but I really don't want to make this a long one, so I hope you guys are all okay. Thank you for your messages in between my videos, I do appreciate it. You don't have to do it, but I do appreciate it, so thank you. And thanks for watching. Take care.